Alright. Multi-Apples here, bringing another video and live stream on Twitch. Hold on, let me answer these questions. Hold on. I've never been good at math, so... Oh gosh. 40 yards. How many feet are in a yard? 3 feet, so 120. I'm gonna guess 9.5. Hold on. Again, I always add 1 plus 3 equals 5. I don't know why, but that's incorrect. It's 4. 25 is my guess. Deter. So I don't know what antonym means. I'm guessing that means the opposite of deter, so... So I really only missed one, so I have to look up the meaning antonym, so... How's everyone doing? I'm live streaming on Twitch. As usual, links are in the description if you're on Twitch to view this on and my other content on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, I always get... Let me see if I can get traded. Okay, I don't think I can, so that's unfortunate. So I guess I'm stuck with this team. So yeah. Let's go ahead and just simulate the preseason, actually. So yeah, and if you're watching on Twitch, or if you're watching this on YouTube, and you want to, I don't really have a set schedule for Twitch, but link is in the description. Okay, we've been picked up by the Bears. That's good. So I just have to start the new season. So yeah. So that's good. So yeah, I don't really have a set time on shoot, decline. I did not mean to simulate 2 weeks. But would you look at that? We have 7 interceptions for 0 passing touchdowns. That's pretty bad. Well, that's what I get for simulating 2 weeks. Three, actually. So yeah, sorry, I don't have a set time for streaming. So we are playing the Detroit Lions. actually. No, but link is in the description to if you wanna check me out, and you know, I usually so Monday through Thursday it's usually around 3:30 to around 3:30 to 5 Central Standard Time. Juice kick. So yeah, and then Friday it's usually I actually don't know now. So we have run rush for 28 yards now. That's some good run blocking. I guess it's around 2 or 3. So usually about 4 or 5 on Friday, and then Saturday, it's usually when I wake up, and then Sundays, it's usually in the nighttime. I don't really have a set time on Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And that's my 8th interception, which is pretty bad in my career. That's gonna be a touchdown for Detroit. We're not passing good so far. Are you serious? Where that was deflected? Really? I have to run. No time to throw. Finally, we completed a pass. Granted, in the 3 simulated games that I did, I simulated by accident. We completed pass, but we did not complete a touchdown pass, so I would like to change that. We had 7 interceptions to no touchdowns entering this game. Now we have no touchdowns to 8 interceptions. And I actually don't know our team's record. I know the NFL season starts today, actually. Yeah. Baltimore versus Kansas City. Not a touchdown. It was a completed pass, though, but for no gain. No loss either. So, for those of you watching, who do you think will win? Who do you think will become Super Bowl champions at the end of the 2024 season? I always I don't know what Super Bowl number it is, so as we pass to Iglesias for a 1-yard pickup. Still better than none. Alright, so we're not playing well, but hopefully we can actually gain experience and actually improve our quarterback after each week. So we may not be playing well this game. Hopefully we can actually get to the point where my QB is playing well on a week-to-week basis. As we'll make a short pass to Matt Forte. I remember Matt Forte as a player. That's probably the only Chicago Bears player I can remember off the top of my head from Madden NFL 10. Maybe, I think it's Kyle Orton as the QB. Maybe. I have to check. Ah, shoot, we were intercepted there. Now, in my defense, I really don't have a defense. That was just a horrible throw. I shouldn't have passed to him. Thankfully, our defense held up, though. So that's our first career touchdown. To 9 career interceptions. That is not a good touchdown to interception ratio. Also, entering this game completed 45% of our passes, so I actually don't know what it is now. So thankfully Iglesias caught that. That's his second reception. I was going to run it because I'm not really confident throwing it downfield due to my quarterback's rating, but I noticed that one of the defenders was nearby, so I wouldn't have gotten it the first down, so. This is a screenplay. I know Devin Hester as well. How could I forget Devin Hester? Probably the best returner, arguably the best returner of all time. I actually bought the new Madden, but for some reason, every time I try to load the game, it always crashes. I got it on the Xbox One. Every time I try to load it, it crashes. Then I downloaded it again because I didn't get the disc. I actually just purchased it. So I downloaded it, uninstalled it, re-downloaded it again on the Xbox One. Still doesn't work. Then I tried to download it on my Xbox Series S. Same thing happens, doesn't work. So it's 3rd and 2 at the 8-yard line. So I don't know what to do, and it's the new Madden, so. Oh man. No touchdown there. We are winning 21-7. So that's a penalty. I don't know where. Maybe a face mask. Yep, it's going to be a face mask. We're going to accept it regardless. We're moving closer to the end zone if we accept it and if we deny it. So always good to accept it. I really wish we could call an audible because I like to pass more. It's probably my favorite thing about playing quarterback. So far, so good. It's probably going to be holding. Yep, holding. Fortunately, it's going to be accepted, so. Still first down, though. That's the good thing. Need to change the quarter length to 15 minutes instead of 7. Eight-yard pickup there, so that's good. We passed it to Hester. 3rd and 1. Ah, shoot! I should have taken the sack. I should have taken the sack. The upside is that we have the ball back and they did not score. The downside is I have 1 touchdown pass to 10 career interceptions. It's going to be another holding penalty. Unfortunately. Different player this time, I think. So I think last time was number 67, so. Got it to Davis, though. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the first down there. We did get a 3-yard pickup, so it's 3rd and 1. Right, we have less than 3 minutes left in the quarter. Alright, with 1 second left to spare before the 2-minute warning, we're going to call the play, which we did. First down, there really isn't any more reason to call any passing plays. Chicago looks like they're all out of touchdown. I mean, not Chicago, Detroit, never mind. Which means, unfortunately, we have to run the clock down. Gonna kick a field goal, and that'll be it. And I hate taking a knee because I don't want... That's going to be considered losing yards. So... Yeah, so... Yeah, I always hate taking a knee. Shoot, I did it again. Why did I do it again? Did not mean to do it again. So after getting 4 yards back, 4 rushing yards back next game. Oh man. Alright, I'm sorry for showing any offensive team names and logos, by the way. We're playing against Atlanta now. 2 wins, 2 losses, that's our record. I wasn't paying attention to the record when we were entering the game against Detroit, so... Tony Gonzalez, in my opinion, the best tight end. One of the best, definitely the best tight end to never win a Super Bowl, and one of the best tight ends ever to play. And you can make an argument for Antonio Gates and Tony Gonzalez to never, as the best tight end to never win a Super Bowl. Matt Ryan is one of the best quarterbacks never to win a Super Bowl. Granted, he and the Falcons almost won, but they blew a 20... I forgot to change the links of the halves. Of the quarters, I mean. But yeah, the Falcons blew a 28-3 lead, so that's... I don't know how you do that, but, you know, apparently they did. So, good job. It's not going to be a first down. It's going to be 3rd and inches. I don't know why we're going to run a toss play here, but... Apparently we did, and that cost us a first down. Thankfully, we made a field goal, though. Remember Anderson, one of the defensive players for Atlanta? So we passed it to Devin Hester. All right. Oh, thankfully that's not intercepted. I thought that'd be intercepted. Penalty, it's gonna be holding or face masks, so. Holding. If they're smart, they decline it. I remember Roberto Garza. Not sure what happened there, but deposit. So yeah, you know the offensive line player Garza. Remember familiar? Look familiar. I remember him as well in the NFL. Watching him. I don't know. Okay, we're down by 7. I would really like to pass it to gain some touchdown. Get more touchdowns and actually at least tie up the game. Our offensive line missed a couple of blocks there. Thankfully, we were able to get it to Clark downfield for 40 yards. Hopefully, we can pass it to Bennett. It looks like it'll be the easiest one to complete for touchdown, which we did. Possibly. The line judge. Which we did, so it's a 6-yard touchdown, and our defense gave up a touchdown to Atlanta, and unfortunately for us, it's going to be. I think I made out pace on the offensive line for Chicago as well. It's halftime, so. Yeah, sorry for showing any offensive team names and logos, by the way. It's an away game for us in Atlanta. If the score stands, it will be a loss for us. And that is a touchdown for us. So it's a 1-point game. We should make the extra point, which we did. Now it's tied up. And we are at our own 1-yard line. So just hope we don't give up a safety. Which I never understand why you would run it when you're on your own 1-yard line. It makes, like, I'm sure it's good, a good boost, morale boost for your offensive line, you know, to run it, because that means you say you're essentially saying that you have enough faith in them to actually block and not give up a safety, but at the same time, it's still a huge risk. So, whereas like if you're in a shotgun formation, in the 1-yard line, it's kind of gives you a couple of, as long as the center doesn't butcher the snap, then you have a few extra seconds to actually get the ball off compared to when you're running. I had no time on either play, if I'm being honest. I was being blitzed. Two rushes for 33 yards. No completion there, I mean. Yeah, I hate, at least in the older Maddens, I hate running screenplays because of that. I was being blitzed and we had no blocking, so it's a 10-point game. I can't afford to waste time, and I know I really wasn't comfortable with throwing there, so it was best to run out of bounds. That should stop the clock. Weird. There we go, we passed to Iglesias for a touchdown. Nope. First and goal. No touchdown. We couldn't get it on with Matt Forte. I remember Babonio as well. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Maybe we'll run it in. It depends on if, Clark and McKee and Davis are open. I tried running it in. And that is a touchdown for us. I'm glad because I wasn't really sure if I could actually complete the pass. Unfortunately, it's a game over and it's a loss. Now, in my defense, we did not have the ball at the end of the game. And on one possession, actually, every time I tried to get a pass off, we were being rushed. And I barely got off. And I didn't have enough time to make a decent throw. But regardless, there were still other chances. All the other possessions that didn't end up in a touchdown were still my fault for not actually resulting in a touchdown, whether it be different play calling or not completing the pass. So let's decline. Let's take a look at the stats now. We have 2 touchdowns for 10 interceptions, 52 for 100. 46, our percentage went up. No, Caleb Haney and Adrian Peterson. And Robert Gold was in the first Super Bowl I watched. Ever. Vaguely remember Kevin Jones. I know Greg Olson as well. Teams are blocking. I know Roberto Garza, but that's the only one I know off the top of my head from Chicago. How can I forget Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs? Those are two of the best defensive players in the 2000s. And if I remember, Brian Urlacher is in the Hall of Fame as well. Yep, I figured that was Orlando Pace. Remember Brad Maynard, and I remember. So let's go to NFL. Of course, Adam Vinatieri and Sebastian Janikowski and Rob Baronis, may he rest in peace. I know Sebastian Janikowski was the last kicker to be drafted in the first round. Darren Sproles, another good returner. Maurice Jones-Drew as well. He was actually one of my favorite players growing up, Maurice Jones-Drew. I remember Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. You really can't forget. Phillip Rivers, in my opinion, is the best quarterback never to play in the Super Bowl, let alone win one. Oh yeah, this is just the NFC, so. Dante Culpepper's another really good quarterback. I think that, if I remember correctly, never won a Super Bowl either. Same with Donovan McNabb. He did play in a Super Bowl, though. Jake Delhomme did as well, another good quarterback. David Carr, I mean, is, I think, in my opinion, to an extent, unfairly labeled a bust, because when he was in Houston, he didn't really have an offensive line, especially his rookie year. Just my opinion, though. I remember Chad Ochocinco and T.J. Houshmandzadeh and Isaac Bruce. How could you forget Jamarcus Russell, arguably the biggest bust in NFL history? Kurt Warner's the best undrafted player in NFL history, in my opinion. So that's Darren McFadden's from my home state as well. And I remember Vince Young as well. Maybe have, like, once I'm done looking at the stats, I may have time for one more game. D'Angelo Williams is also from my home state, but he went to university in a different state. He went to the University of Memphis. Frank Gore, another talented running back, I remember him. Ronnie Williams, I think he played in the CFL for a couple of years. So LaDainian Tomlinson, I think, is one of the best, if not the best, running backs never to play in a Super Bowl, let alone win. So right. Let's see who like that in Madden NFL 10, who has the most receptions. I'm not gonna go through every receiver, wide receiver, and tight end that I remember. We'll be here all day. I saw Jabbar Gaffney. I remember him when he played for the Patriots. And Mushin Muhammad and Terrell Owens. I don't think either of them played for the Patriots. Of course, I remember Ray Lewis, Zach Thomas, Tackle Spikes. I remember him and Rondé Barber as well. David Akers, I remember him. Don't know what I was going to say next, but anyway, we have one more. Gresham. Alright. So, let's go ahead and play against the Bengals. And this will be my last game of the stream because after this I actually have to study. We did manage to score a touchdown and not throw any interceptions our last game. Granted, that was a loss, so I think of the two games I didn't simulate, statistically that was the better game in my opinion. Solely because we had fewer interceptions. Same amount of touchdowns, but I actually wasn't paying attention to passing yards either. So, we have J.P. Losman as the starting quarterback. We choose tails this time. We're gonna kick, as usual. It's a cold day in Cincinnati, 69 degrees. Not sure if that's the usual weather in Cincinnati in September or October. I've never been to the state of Ohio, let alone Cincinnati. I want to go to Ohio. Actually, of all the teams in the NFL, probably my favorite uniform is the Cincinnati Bengals. Just because of the alternate black and black and orange stripes. I was thinking black and white, but that's incorrect. It's black and orange. Unfortunately, it's going to be a holding. I do like the Carolina Panthers uniform as well. We got it to Bennett. Trying to think, I like the Detroit Lions as well. I always like those light blue colors uniforms. Not a fan of the Texans. I just don't like dark blue. I'm trying to think of the home uniforms, not the away ones. And I like the Giants one as well. Not so much the Patriots. I'll admit we're gonna get sacked. Okay, it's incomplete, so that's fine. I'll admit I like the Patriots alternate uniforms, the Boston Patriots one. Colorfully looks cool. If there's any controversial history behind it, I'm completely unaware of it. So we passed to Devin Hester for a 50-yard gain there. That's my... Actually, I need to check my stats again and see if that's my longest pass. We passed to Bennett for a touchdown. I'm definitely not a fan of the Washington Commanders old football team name. If I ever say anything offensive, I do apologize. Or their uniform. Same with the Washington team. Baltimore's actually looks pretty cool though. You don't really see... They're the only team off the top of my head that really has a regular purple uniform, so... I know it's football, but it's not American football. I know the Toronto Argonauts Canadian football team has a pretty amazing uniform. If I remember correctly, the Argonaut is an extinct type of fish. Two-minute warning, so... That's not going to be a first down. Wish there were a way to skip this. I've been to Chicago many times. Usually it's for layover, but twice I did actually stay there and go on vacation. I think the first time was actually when I was 10 years old. Don't have too many memories over that. The second time was actually 10 years later in 2015 to see a Chicago Cubs game. It was 2014 or 2015. One of those years. It's incomplete. To see a Cubs game. Alright, statistically this is our best game in terms of touchdowns because we scored 2 now. We've doubled our career total. I've never been to Cleveland, I've never been to Cincinnati, I've never been to Columbus or anywhere in Ohio actually. I've been to Michigan and I've been to Missouri, but never Ohio and Illinois. I've been to Illinois. I just mentioned I've been to Chicago, so... Okay, I can't be blamed for that play calling, for that loss of 11. I've been to St. Louis, Missouri once, and that's actually for a layover. Don't remember where I was traveling from or to, but it was, I bet having to... St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, we had no blocking there. Ah, shoot, incomplete. Tried grabbing the first down there, but I failed. Thankfully, that wasn't intercepted, because that could have easily been intercepted. So... I'm trying to think. I've been to DC. Granted, I was like 1.5 when I went to DC. So I have no recollection of it. Been to Maryland. Only have one vague memory of it. Been to North and South Carolina. And I've been to Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Virginia. I've been to Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Texas, Louisiana, and Florida, and Alabama. I think I mentioned Alabama. And I've been to California and Arizona, and Hawaii, and New York. Those are the states in the U.S. I've been to. In Tennessee. Not sure if I mentioned that. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off here, y'all. I have to go and study, so deuces. Thanks for watching. Bye.